Looking to grade your Pokemon cards and you don't know how to do it? Check out Ludkins Collectables and grade your Pokemon cards with zero risk. Check video description or visit ludkinscollectables.com for more.
Looking to trade your old bulk for some of the latest Pokemon booster boxes? Well, check ccgcastle.com. The process is very simple. Send in 1400 cards and get a brand new sealed booster box back. We ship boxes worldwide for free once we get your cards. Make sure to check video description or check ccgcastle.com for more informations.
Hey, how's it going, Pokefans? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. It's been a little bit while since I last time recorded a video playing some of the decks from the Pokemon trading card game online. Yeah, it's been a busy month for me, and I'm doing my best at least to upload something on my channel, some content be alive, and I hope that those trusted subscribers that actually follow me still will be will fall in love with this deck. So this is the latest version of the deck that I just decided to build. Me and my friend actually played a lot Zoroark this year and last year. Zoroark from the Breakthrough has been very interesting and dominating card in the standard format, also in the expanded format. Standing is a very powerful ability which allows you basically to stand in and simply replace your active Pokemon with the Zoroark. On the other side, Mind Jack for double Course Energy can go for like 160 in this case, because our opponent can have max 5 Pokemons on the bench. So technically we can go for like 190 with a Choice Band, which is tons of damage counters. The main thing about Zoroark from the Breakthrough is the fact that I'm running Float Stone with him, and I can simply stand in and then retreat to one of my Pokemons that I really need to use for attack. So it can be Hoopa, it can be Espeon, it can be Necrozma, it can be Tapu Koko, it can be even a new Zoroark GX, which we're gonna look in today's video. So this is the 210 HP Pokemon from the Shining Legends. The latest set that just has been released. 210 HP trade ability, which says that once per turn you can simply trade one card from your hand and discard a card in your discard pile, and if you do that you can drop 2 cards. So technically speaking, if we have 2 Zoroark GXs in play, we really don't need to worry anymore about N. So this is probably gonna be a meta card in future. It's too powerful. It's too powerful, which means that it can simply counter the N. On the other side, for a double Course Energy, we can swing for like 120, 150 in total, with a choice bet against EX or GX if we have 5 Pokemons on the bench and Zoroark GX in the active position. His GX attack is the same attack as the Zoroark Break, but it can simply use any of our opponent Pokemon attack in play. So it can copy one of our opponent Pokemon's attack and use it. It's just insane. So, quick overview of 2 retreat cost. It's okay, it's a decent, we can remove it with the double Course Energy discard. Resistance minus 20, weakness minus 20 to Psychic, which is also a good thing. Which means Garbodor will have hard time to one-hit knock out Zoroark, and unfortunately weakness on the fighting Pokemons, but so far fightings are not good in the standard format. There is still not good fighting Pokemon in the standard format. I would definitely love to see Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop GX in the future, so I'm definitely looking forward for those 3 cards. Probably that's not going to happen. So yeah, Hoopa is also a new card. It's very interesting, Shining Legend. Scunder Guard, prevent all effects of your opponent attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon GX or Pokemon EX. It's pretty cool. I mean, it will help us a little bit if we play against heavy EX or GX deck. So we can simply prevent our opponent from dealing any damage to Hoopa, especially against, for example, Metagross. So it can help us to stop a little bit that unstoppable force on the other side. Espeon is here to devolve all of our opponent Pokemons once we use Necrozma Black-Ray GX. Black-Ray GX and Espeon in combo are very powerful, mainly because against Metagross, if our opponent manages to set up 3 Metagrosses in one turn, we can simply surprise him by playing Black-Ray and then next turn de-evolving 3 Metagrosses or maybe 4 of them and simply taking 4 prize cards and leaving our opponent without Pokemon in play. It's just insane. 18 Pokemon, 31 trainer cards, and 11 energies. You can see the Pokemon list right here. I'm also running 3 Tapu Leles. I even forget about to mention Tapu Lele, just because I'm very excited about that new Zoroark GX. Moving on to the item cards, I'm running a lot of cards times 2, as you can see, 2 copies of Enhanced Hammer, because it's a very good card that can disrupt our opponent's special energies. And that format, this current format is all around hitting for 1 energy, maybe maximum 2, and plenty of decks actually require those rainbow or special energies, and this is the reason why I decided to take 2 Enhanced Hammers. Of course, against Volcanion, Enhanced Hammer will be just a useless card, but we can always trade it for 2 new cards. 2 copies of Field Blower, 2 copies of Multi-Switch, which is one of my favorite cards in the current standard format, as well as 2 copies of Rescue Stretchers. Moving on to some other cards, of course, I'm running 4 copies of the Ultra Ball. And now we're looking to the support line. 1 copy of Bridget, simply search a deck for 3 Pokemons and put them on the bench. It's very important to fill our bench for the turn 2. Riddle's Bidding, it's very important to do that for the turn 2, no question about that. As well as running 3 copies of Guzma. The good thing about that trade ability with the Zoroark is the fact that we can play Mellow and search a deck for 2 cards, put them on the top of the deck, and then simply trade and grab them with the Zoroark GX. 8 drop supporters in total, we really don't need more than that. 4 Ends and 4 Professor Sycamores. In addition to that, I'm also running 3 Choice Bands, 2 Flowstone, 11 Energies, 4 Double Colors, and 7 regular basic Darkness Energies. So overall, I kind of like the deck. It works pretty well. For today's video, I played against Greninja Break, managed to win that match. It was definitely intense till the last moment. Also, I uploaded one deck, one battle, couple hours earlier, so I hope you guys will enjoy watching this video. Make sure to check TCG Castle and LudkinsCollectables.com if you already didn't. If you're looking to trade, buy, sell your Pokemon cards, maybe grade them. Great place to check that, especially if you're located in the Europe or United States, worldwide available. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. So enjoy in the battle. Okay, so starting second here with 1 copy of Zorua. Starting second is not that bad, to be honest, just because there's a couple different options that we can do with this deck. The first one is to use Moonless Madness and confuse our opponent. The second one is simply to start spreading damage counters around the board with our Tapu Koko. I guess against Greninja, I'm gonna definitely use that strategy. So, there is one surprise with that N. Alright, Mellow is here. That's it. So, I guess I'm gonna grab that Ultra Ball. I actually think I'm just gonna go with something like... yeah, let's just grab that Tapu Koko. Let's just put him on the bench. 1 energy. Then I can go with my Tapu Lele. And I can grab myself a Bridget, so I can set up like 3 more Pokemons on the bench. For now, I think I'm just gonna need 2 more Zoruas. Yeah, that's just fine. Moonless Madness, so I can confuse my opponent Froakie. Not a big deal, just because he's probably gonna evolve into Frogadier, and after that, yeah, he can use Water Duplicate. Alright, it is how it is. There is one Froakie, and Water Duplicate will probably be for like 2. Phil Blower, alright, so he decided to disrupt his stadium and plays Lily so he can grab 2 more cards. And after that, probably he's just gonna go with the Water Duplicate. There we go, as expected. Is that... okay, just... oh, only one Frogadier. So he decided to go with only one Frogadier in this case. Alright, so I'm gonna play that N. And I really need to find Zoroark because this is going to be very bad. And really, it is bad for me right now. So I guess the best thing I can do is just to hit my opponent for like a 30. And that's it. So yeah, I missed my Zoroark, and right now this is very bad. Simply because my opponent have Greninja available in play. And for the next turn, unfortunately, I don't have Attacker available. So this is pretty bad. There we go with one copy of the N. Alright, I mean, still he don't have Greninja Break, but it's a very, very dangerous. Oh, look at my hand. Again, no Drow Supporter, no Zoroark, no Ultra Ball, no nothing. So Moonlight Slash will be for 80, and I'm gonna lose my Zorua from play. Alright, which means I need to top deck something good. Something like a double Cores Energy, was that a good option? I actually think it is, just because I'm gonna go with my Guzma, and I'm going to attach double Cores Energy, then I'm going to retreat. And after that retreat, I will just put that Muscle Band and use the Fly Flip so I can spread damage counters around the board. A good thing right now is that my opponent needs to pay 1 energy in order to retreat his Espion. If he do that, unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to attack. Well, there is 1 energy attached from his hand and a Field Blower for my Floatstone. Okay, in this case, I really don't need any more of that Floatstone. There we go with the Ultra Ball. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Ultra Ball for Tapu Lele, and then, okay, just a Starmie for the Space Beacon. That's a fair enough. Kinda like that Enhanced Hammer sitting in my hand, to be honest, and there is huge Professor Sycamore for 7, so can he find Escape Rope or Floatstone if he play any of these 2 cards? We will see. Well, there is Enhanced Hammer from my opponent's side, so he actually disrupt me well here, and there we go with the Evo Soda. Okay, at least the good thing is that if you really want to use Water Duplicate or John Water Duplicate, your Greninja needs to be in the active position, so that's at least something. So far, not that good for me. I'm still looking to find a way to recover back from this position. The top deck is Professor Sycamore, so that's at least something. Looking forward to play that Professor Sycamore for 7 and get something good. Something like... something like, well, this is definitely not good as it should be. I can definitely tell that. It's time to pass. Unfortunately for me, it's time to pass back to my opponent. Next turn, I'm thinking about just grabbing probably myself Zoroark Break in play. Yeah, I can trick a little bit my opponent with that Zoroark Break simply because I can use Full Play. Still without Floatstone or Guzma, he's definitely in bad position. There is Ultra Ball. So I'm just wondering, will there be finally Tapu Lele? I saw a couple Greninja decks with... Tapu Lele. Hopefully this is not going to be the case. Hopefully. Oh, okay, so there it is. There is a Tapu Lele, which means that he can grab himself basically Guzma if he wants. No, he decided to roll with the N. Okay, so this is very interesting decision. I mean, N will help me a lot. There is no question about that. I mean, this is something that I would love to see. Oh, double course energy and enhanced hammer. So I think that this is enhanced hammer will definitely shoot my opponent a lot. There's another Frogadier, and it's my turn. So there we go. Zoroark GX, finally something good. All right, I'm gonna try to spread a couple more damage counters with that fly flip. There we go. So 120 to all of his benched Pokemons, and right now they're all in the range of the knockout. For the next turn, I can grab myself Ultra Ball, Tapu Lele, and then I can, oh, another Enhanced Hammer from my opponent's side. Then I can pick myself a Guzma for maybe knockout against his Greninja Break. I'm still gonna think a little bit about that. There is one Space Beacon. So will he finally decide to attach energy to his Espeon? I don't know, but I'm gonna see that very soon. Yes, he decided to do that. He can retreat down to Greninja Break and hit me with the Shadow Snitching, or maybe Moonlight Slash. Shadow Snitching for 40. Alright, so he decided to hit for 40. Alright, that's fair enough. I need to respond somehow. So I guess Mind Jack is the best thing to do. 160. I would say it was not the smartest thing in the world, but still, I was looking forward just to knock in my opponent Greninja Break because he don't have more than one more in play. There's the Evo Soda for Greninja. Alright, so he can discard one card from his hand in exchange to pick 2 basic energies, and he just did that. So he can definitely knock out my Zoroark right here by simply playing one John Water Shuriken and then simply hitting me with the Moonlight Slash. And leave me... Oh, if he decides to use Shadow Snitching, he can also do that. That's also not a bad option. Yeah, that's not a bad option at all. Which will put me in a disadvantage. Oh, he decided to go with the Moonlight Slash. I think that was not the smartest thing in the world for my opponent. So far I can go for like the 80, which means I just need one more Pokemon. Plus I also need a couple more cards. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with the Ultra Ball. Yeah, Ultra Ball. Let it be for another Zoroark GX. Okay, so I can draw right now 11 cards in total, in theory. So I'm gonna need... Alright, let's just first play that Rescue Stretcher, put a Pokemon from a discard pile back into your hand. So I can grab myself one Zorua, then put it down. Then play something like Ultra Ball. For one Tapu Koko. Alright. I can surprise my opponent, of course, by simply... yeah, let's just trade that Zoroark from hand. I'm searching for a double course energy, and if I miss it, okay, there it is. So I can retreat, and then I can go for like 120, which is more than enough for the knockout with my Zoroark GX. So it's 120, it's a knockout, it's only one prize card, but still, I'm fine, and I'm happy to see something like that. Right now my opponent is down to one Greninja, and he's definitely not a good position. I'm down to like a 4 prize card, and 4 prize cards. I still had a Guzma, which means next turn I can take the knockout against his Espeon EX. After I took the knockout against Espeon, this is probably going to be it. Oh, okay, so he can just shuffle back my Zoroark GX into my deck. This is going to be very disruptive. Very, very disruptive thing. Tapu Storm GX. saying goodbye to my Zoroark. I'm gonna put in the active position my Tapu Koko, because I have double Course Energy in my hand. All I really need to do is yeah, simply play Guzma. How many energies do we have in the discard pile? 5 plus 2. Well, I'm very limited with the resources at this moment. So I'm definitely looking forward to trade my Professor Sycamore in exchange for 2 extra cards. And there it is, a Tapu Lele. Okay, no sign of the Guzma anymore. Really want to get rid of all of my resources so I can have much better chance to find something that I need. Alright, another Zoroark is here. Knocking out my opponent Espeon. So that's it. That's the knockout, which means I need one choice band with Guzma. And the game, unfortunately for my opponent, is over. Managed to pull a choice band, but no sign of the Guzma. Still, he can hit me for like 120 in total. After that, I can retreat down to another Zoroark, if I really want. I guess I'm fine. I think I won this match. Oh, so he just took 1 energy. How in the world he just decided to take 1 energy card? Because he only had 1 energy in his discard pile. Oh, that's pretty bad. Enhanced Hammers definitely disrupted my opponent, unfortunately for him. Well, what he can do, he can retreat down to the Tapu Fini, use Aqua Ring, hit for 20, and that's it. Decided not to do it. Which means I can trade 1 Zoroark GX from my hand into the... Okay. Energy. Definitely. Let's go for like 150. Next turn, unfortunately, game is over because I will probably drop that double Course Energy even after he decided to retreat his Tapu Fini to Greninja. Space Beacon allows him to take 2 energies, which means he can go for like 140. That's still short for like 10. If there was a choice band, then Greninja would be MVP, because it would put me down to the 2 cards, 2 price cards. It will put my opponent to 2 price cards. He just decided to concede. Probably I would just trade 2 times and then go with the end to find myself double Course Energy in addition to knocks out my opponent. Tapu Fini on the bench for the victory. So that was pretty much it, my friends. Tapu Koko actually dealt 860 damage counters. Well, that's just insane. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more future videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck. So have a nice day till the next time. See you next time. Goodbye.